friends, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget, and a video that's been requested for a little while now, and it's the update on my lifestyle and diet. What I want to say first is, for me, diet's a really important thing. A lifestyle is a really important thing, and I really don't believe that one size fits all. I think it's something that your individual makeup, different things suit different people. I think the key word, and I said it in my first video when I was talking to you about going on a diet, going vegan. I've changed my life to vegan, to a plant-based diet. And when I was talking to you about that, I didn't go into it lightly. I really researched it, and I think that is so important. Anyone who's thinking of doing it, any sort of lifestyle change, I think it's really important. One of the reasons it was important for me to really research so much is, those that follow me, you know that I have fibromyalgia and I also suffer from arthritis. So I wanted something that would help that. I've also always, since I've been very young, well, since I've had my children, I've suffered from blood pressure, and I've always been on medication for blood pressure. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration. Obviously I want, of course, what you look like, what you feel like, the clothes you can wear, of course, you know, like any woman, I you know, do the best to take pride in my appearance. Of course I want to, you know, look my best. But when I start, I've been on so many diets. I have been on, the word diet is, I've been on so many. When I was young, I think I mentioned before, I was on the F-Plan diet, then I did the Cambridge diet, I've done Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, you name it, I've done it. But it's always been losing the weight, and then I put it back on again, because I've always been on a diet that helps you to lose the weight. I was looking for more of a lifestyle thing, to feel better in myself, to have, I can't have the energy. I know that I haven't got an enormous amount of energy because of, you know, my ailments, but people could have a lot worse than I've got, an awful lot worse than I've got. So I just wanted to be the best I could with my limitations. I know what suits my body. I know when I feel well and when I don't. I've had this long enough now to know that what will trigger things off and what will help. Nothing will cure. I don't think anything will ever totally cure. But what makes me feel the best I can possibly feel. So on that understanding, and on the huge understanding that you guys who know me know that my family is my world, and I look at my grandchildren, and you know, I'm 64 now, and I want to see my grandchildren get older. I'd love to see my grandchildren grow up, and please God one day see them married. I would love to be around for that, you know. So what I want to do is do the very best that I can from my part to see that that happens. You know, I don't know what the future's got to hold. Of course, nobody does, but just to do the best that I can. So that's why I did an awful lot of research first before I began this new lifestyle. And it is a lifestyle. It's not a diet plan. It's a complete different way of life to me. Now, I've known for some time, even before I planned to do this, to go, you know, to choose this lifestyle, is if I eat certain things, I know it triggers my lethargy. I know things can make me feel a lot tireder, to make me feel, as I say, lethargic, very lethargic, because that's a lot to do with fibromyalgia. I know that if for a long while I haven't eaten I haven't eaten steak and things that big pieces of meat, and because I know that if I eat them, I like them, don't get me wrong, I like to taste and everything like that. I always enjoyed it while I was eating it, but I felt it. It was if my body was using too much. It was too much energy to use up to burn that steak. Now, this is just through my eyes, but that's how I felt. And this is going back over the years, you know. This is not sort of a thing that I've just gone into. This is something that I felt for years. And it's as if it takes a lot of effort for my body to burn that. So for some time now, I haven't eaten red meat at all. I've eaten chicken. I was eating chicken and, you know, different things, and certainly a lot of dairy. I looked into the different diets, to the different lifestyles. I didn't want to go on another diet plan to lose the weight. I wanted to go on something that would make me, it's really important for me to feel better, as I said, for many reasons, including my grandchildren. So once I'd studied, once I'd really looked everything up, the plant-based vegan style diet seemed best for me. Because of my hypertension, because I suffer from blood pressure, obviously the least amount of strain or the least amount of fat around my heart is important. Of course, you know, common sense just tells you that. And your organs, your internal organs, and I mean, I don't want to go into too many gross things, but you know, it's a lot more than just losing weight. A lot more than just losing weight. Now, I know calorie controlled diets. I've been on umpteen calorie controlled diets, although calorie intake is very important on any lifestyle, but actually calorie controlled, I mean, I've done silly things, you know. I've wanted to go over the 1,500 or 1,200 a day, and I've stayed up after 12 o'clock to have a few of tomorrow's calories. I've done that, honestly, the most ridiculous things, but I've done that before in the past. So although calorie intake is important, of course, it's also, for me, important what those calories that I'm using are doing to my body. So yes, for me, after much research, and believe me, it was much research, I chose the plant-based vegan diet, as opposed to some other diets that are about now, or lifestyle changes. A very popular one at the moment is vegan. Is keto. Now, I admire anybody that wants to do the best for themselves. If you are on a keto diet, you feel better than you've ever felt, and it's doing it for you, hats off to you. If that kind of diet lifestyle can suit you, it's doing best for your body, you've checked everything over, then that hats off to you. I admire and pat anyone on the back who's doing the very best to take care of themselves, to, you know, improve their life. For me, it wouldn't work. I couldn't tolerate, my body couldn't tolerate that amount of fat. I know that. I know from what I've eaten over the years. Why vegan? Now, firstly, it's really important for me that you understand the difference in vegan and plant-based diet. Plant-based diet is a vegan diet. Of course, I have nothing to do, and I don't eat anything that comes from an animal whatsoever, nothing. But vegan, I mean, you've probably heard that, like, Oreos are vegan because there is nothing animal-based in Oreos. But if I lived on Oreos all day, would I be healthy? I'd be vegan, but would I be healthy? Well, no. And common sense tells us that. So everything I eat is a plant-based food. Does that mean that I live on lettuce and, you know, Brussels sprouts all day? I don't. So I eat lots of pulses. So I eat lots of different beans. And there are so many, and I didn't know there were so many until I went into this. And you can make dishes with different beans that, for me, are just as tasty as anything as if you added meat. So if you were making a stew or making a casserole, so put all the vegetables in that you would put into a casserole, but instead of putting the meat in, I may put some tofu in, I may put some chickpeas in. There's lots of things, you know, that you can put in, all the vegetables you want. So it takes out, it's just as tasty to me, it is. I eat a lot of oats, so I have porridge most mornings, which I make up with water, and I use a slight sweetener, and I love it. I really enjoy it. Taste buds do change. They do change for me. This is just my opinion again, guys. This is just my opinion. They change. Something that you might try and you might think, oh, no, I could never get used to this. You would. You would get used to a certain way of eating. I certainly have. I eat soya bread. I eat lots of potato. I eat lots of sweet potato. I have everything I eat will be whole grain, so I eat whole grain rice, and you know, granola and things that are all whole grain. I'm not hungry at all. That's one of the things that I really like about this, is that I'm not hungry at all. Is there calorie restrictions? Technically, no. But if you want to lose weight, then yes, you know, there's calorie restrictions in the sense that I eat plenty. I eat more than I've ever ate before. I really eat. The bulk, I can eat plenty. But the things like lots of potatoes, avocados, nuts, seeds, those are the things that contain the calories. So at the moment, I'm limiting those. Not so much potato, because you couldn't eat, it physically would be impossible to eat that much potato for me, and you know, to eat too many calories, because I couldn't eat that much potato in a city, and I physically couldn't do it. But I'm sure you could, but I physically couldn't. But the things like avocado and nuts and seeds and a lot of the things like that, they're what the calorie dense things. So at the moment, I'm limiting them. But when I come to a stage where I'm happy with my weight and I don't want to lose any more, because obviously I don't want to go down and down and down, then I will add more of those to my diet. I am determined to stick to this way for the rest of my life. I'm very happy with my diet. I'm not hungry. I feel better in myself. My blood pressure is the best it's been now for 15, 16 years. Now that's a lot. That's a lot. You know, to do that just because of a lot of that obviously is to do with I have lost weight and that I'm exercising a little bit more, but I can't do a lot of exercising. I can't do the exercising probably a regular person could do because of my vertebra and different things. I just couldn't do it. It would be physically impossible. But I do what I can. I walk a lot more that I couldn't have done before. I have an exercise bike that I use. I don't use it on restraint. I don't use it on the resistance. I don't use it on resistance. I use it on spinning. So I leave it open and I just use it spinning, because I can do cardiovascular exercises, but I can't do resistance exercises because that would affect my muscles, and therefore I feel better than I felt for years and years and years. My blood pressure was the biggest thing that sort of kicked me towards, you know, this is the way to go. My doctor said to me that all my signs are better than they've been for years. It's a big thing, you know, when your doctor tells you that. It really is a big thing. My skin is better than it's been for years. Everything that I feel is improved. I feel better in myself. I feel better in how alert I am with things, and I've never been the brightest penny in the box. But that surprised you. No, I never have, but I feel a lot more alert than I felt before. A lot more awake than I felt before. Everything seems to be better with me. Even my skin is much, much better. Everything just seems to have improved, and how I feel about myself. Obviously, it's nice that I can wear different clothes, and you know, it's great. It's great that I've dropped 2-3 sizes in my clothes, at least 2 sizes in my clothes, and that's great. I'm really, really pleased with that, and I'm really happy about that. But it's not as great as when the doctor said to me, your health is improved so much, because it's that side of it that thinks, you know, maybe I can be around to see my grandchildren, you know. That's the encouragement for me. I wouldn't say to anybody this is the way to go, because I just can only go by myself. And I don't want to be a diet bore and say to you, this is it, no other way counts, this is vegan or, you know, nothing. It's because it suits me. It really does suit me. And I think the proof of the pudding in anything is in the eating. And I've got results. I have got 100% more than I wanted. I'm absolutely happy with a plant-based diet. I don't feel deprived. I don't feel hungry. I just feel better altogether. And for me, unless there's some drastic change, this will be my way of life. Yes, of course, it's nice, as I said, that I can get into the different clothes now. Weight-wise, so far, I'm trying to think, I don't know, we go by stone. Well, we shouldn't anymore, it's old-fashioned really, but stones and pounds here. So I'm trying to do that, if I can do that in pounds. And 32, I've lost 32 pounds so far. And I want to lose a little bit more, not too much more. I don't want to lose too much more. But 32 pounds I've lost so far. It hasn't been a fight, it hasn't been a challenge. I haven't been hungry at all. I feel better. Of course I feel better. You know, it's nice to wear the nice clothes. Of course it is. I probably would like to lose another 10, 12 pounds, something like that. I don't want to lose much more than that, because I've been slim, but my shape has never been to be very, very, you know, my daughter's willowy and it's lovely and beautiful, and yes, I wish I could be, but you know, I wasn't blessed with that with that frame. I'm short, but I'm quite hourglassy. I'm quite rounded and hourglassy naturally. So especially now I'm older, if I lost too much weight, I just don't think it would suit me. I think it would start showing on my face, which I don't want it to do, because at the moment the weight loss has improved my face. But I think if I lose too much, I will start to go sallow, and this will start to show, and you know, not that it doesn't show now, but you know what I mean. I think it will worsen. Someone sent me a message, and I don't want that, you know, I don't want that. Sorry guys, someone sent me a message. So at the moment, I really feel happy. I really feel I'm on the right road. I will come back to you again in you know, 6 weeks, a month, couple of months, something like that. I don't want to keep on that this is a kind of channel that's just about that. It is important, but I just don't want to become a diet bore. I don't want you to be bored with me. And I don't want you to think I'm bragging, because I'm not, because you know, it's hard. Lifestyle change is hard, you know. I know that, and I appreciate that. If any of you want to know anything about it, or my opinions on it, or anything about plant-based diets, I'll link a couple of websites and channels below that have helped me a lot, that have really encouraged me, and some lovely people and professional people that you know, have really lifestyle changed and have been doing that for years, and the results with them, and you know, people that have encouraged me as well, because it is a lot more than, you know, what you look like. It's a lot more. So I hope that's kept you up to date. If there's anything else you'd like to know, as I said, just ask me, you know, and I'll keep you updated. You know, a couple of months I'll do it again and keep you updated to where I am and how I'm feeling. But thank you for asking me how I am. Thank you for always asking me how I'm getting on, and your lovely compliments. They mean so much to me. They really do, because you guys are such a huge part of my life. And you know, thank you from the bottom of my heart for the things you say to me. I'll see you again really soon. Thank you for putting up with me. Take care of yourselves, and I love you all. Bye, guys.